To another session of statistics. This is part 3 of the 3 videos on statistics. Standard deviation. Use a scientific calculator to calculate the standard deviation. So I'm just showing you how to use the Casio FX82 calculator. We have only 6 numbers here. Okay, so this is the method. Those who have forgotten, okay, press the keys, mode, then stat, then variance. So we get and enter the numbers very slowly, very carefully, and we get, then you press AC. After that, you go to shift 1, then 4, you press 4 for variance. Now we get the standard deviation. Press number 3. We get standard deviation is 2,141 on the calculator. Then an example again. There are 10 numbers here. Use your calculator to determine the mean time, the standard deviation. Then we have another question. C, calculate the number of data lies outside one standard deviation from the mean. So 3 questions. Okay, we start on the calculator and we get the mean is 22 minutes. Check with your calculator, do it, practice it again and again. And also the standard deviation is 3,94896, approximately 4 minutes. Number C, outside one standard deviation. So you take mean minus 1 standard deviation and also mean plus 1 standard deviation. If the question says outside 2 standard deviation, then you must multiply the standard deviation by 2 times standard deviation. Okay, so mean minus 2 standard deviation, mean plus 2 standard deviation. Remember that. Here it is 1 standard deviation. So we get 22 minus 4, mean is 22. Standard deviation is 4. 22 minus 4 and 22 plus 4. Clear method there. And we get 18 and 26. So between 18 and 26, that is inside. Now what are the numbers outside? Look at the data. Okay, 16 is outside. 28 is outside. 29 is also outside. Outside this interval. What is the interval? 18 to 26. So we have 3 numbers outside. So we get 3 numbers lie outside this interval. Scatter plot, important. 11 learners were asked to give their date of birth and to say what grade they were at school. The date of birth and grade. Draw a scatter plot using the information. Look at the table. Age. Age is there, 11 learners. Grade. Okay, from grade 2 to grade 12, all the grades are there. We are going to draw the scatter plot. Use the x value and y value. Okay, so you make sure that you plot the points very carefully, very slowly. You get marks. Now, second question was to draw a line of best fit. We draw a line, approximate a straight line, keeping some scatter plot on each side. Okay? So it is an approximated straight line. And look at that number with coordinates 18 and 2. That is an outlier. It is away from the other group. So that is an outlier. And this line is called line of best fit. The point 18.2 is an outlier. Okay, and we can draw a straight line keeping few points on either side. That's line of best fit. Now, what happens? So many lines can be drawn joining 2 points. Okay, so it's not going to be accurate. That's why we talk about another accurate method. The line of best fit is not really accurate, since different people will have drawn different lines. So we'll now demonstrate a method to determine the actual equation of the line of best fit. That is a topic of grade 12, the least squares method. The line of best fit is also called a regression line. So we learn about regression line in grade 12 using the calculator. The equation of the regression line is given by y equal to a plus bx. You will see also in the calculator. A represents the y-intercept and b is the gradient of the line, mx plus c. Look at the question. Number of books sold in 11 months from a shop is shown in the table below. The table is very clear. 11 months. Determine the equation of the regression line and the coordinates of the mean point. The mean point meaning x bar and y bar. Using the calculator again, but here it's a small difference. Mod stat, then you press number 2. You will see a plus bx in the calculator. Continue. Column x, you punch all the numbers in the column x. Then you enter column y. Carefully do that. Now AC. Now shift 1. We know that method. Then you press 5, number 5 for REG represents regression. Then number 1 for A. You get A, the value of A, write down. Again shift 1, 5, and then number 2 for B. So A and B is now available. A is 3,109, B is 7,891, and the equation is 7,891x plus 3,109. Mean point, x bar on the calculator, you get 6. Y bar is 50,45. Mean point is coordinate 6 and 50,45. Okay, so we got the answer. Draw a scatter plot to represent this data and draw a line of best fit. Another name is regression line. So we have the mean point important. We know that is 6 and 50,5. We calculated that from the calculator. And the another important position is the y-intercept. So you draw it. Draw the line of best fit. Now, that is the answer. Join the mean point and y-intercept. It is now possible to predict an estimate of the number of books that might be sold for the 13th month. We had up to 11 months. Now we are going to predict. It is a use of learning statistics. Statisticians are predicting so many things. Okay. Now, we have the equation of the regression line. Here, the value of x is 13. Now, what is the y value? Okay, number of books. Substitute and use the calculator. We get 105 books in the month, 13th month. Okay. Now, the table below shows the acidity of 8 dams near an industrial plant in Limpopo and their distance, okay, from the industrial dams from the industrial plant. Distance is given in the table. Okay, here is the distance and acidity table. Distance in kilometer, acidity in pH. Draw a scatter plot. Determine the equation of the regression line. Draw a line of best fit. Lastly, use your line of best fit to predict the acidity of the dam at a distance of 25 kilometers. A full question of grade 12. Acidity of dams, that is the scatter plot. You have x-axis distance, y-axis the acidity. Now we have the regression line using the calculator. A is 2,42, B is 0,074, equation y equal to 0,074x. You can also keep only 2 decimal places, no problem. 2.42. So that is the equation of the line, equation of the regression line or equation of the line of best fit. X bar is 30,8, Y bar is 4,7. Get it from the calculator. So the mean point is there. Now we mark the points exactly there. 30,75. X value. Y value is 4,7. 30,75 and 4,7. And the Y intercept is also available. That is 2,42. We join the 2. Then we get the regression line. Now, correlation coefficient, another small part of your grade 12. Correlation coefficient. You can see that the letter R. It is the value that gives an indication of the strength of the association of the variable x and y. How strong are they? Are they close? Are they apart? So the variation, we just get an indication. Use calculator to find the value of R. And you will see that the values of R will be always between -1 and 1. No number beyond that. If you get another number beyond this interval, you are wrong. The table below records the results of a study investigation. Okay, table is here. Calculate the correlation coefficient and comment on the strength of the linear association. You must remember that it's a linear association, straight line gradient. Okay. Now the numbers are there. We use the calculator and then we get R equal to 0,947. What's the comment? R is positive. R is very close to 1. Okay. Now what we say is it's a strong positive correlation. Strong positive because it is very close to 1 and it is positive. Look at this one. It's a positive and this is how it is. Strong positive correlation. Positive gradient. And also this one, look at this. The correlation is equal to 1. Coefficient R equal to 1. So we call it perfect positive correlation. Now look at this diagram. Perfect negative correlation. The value of R is -1 here. Now look at this scatter plot. It is negative, less than 0 and very close to -1. So we can say the comment, strong negative correlation. What about this? It's not very strong. Fairly close to -1, but it is negative. And we say moderately negative correlation. That is our comment. Again, positive, but more moderately positive correlation. What about this? No correlation between X and Y. Okay. The trend, no association, nothing. So we say R equal to 0, 0 correlation. That is our comment. Good people, that is the end of part 3 of statistics videos. Revise again and again. Watch these videos whenever you get free time. Enjoy them. Prepare for the exams. It will definitely help you during the exam revision time. Thank you.